And we are off.
Yes, we are, and nothing in Link's house as free agent shows us.
Oh, by the way, for those who don't know me, I am your Tracker Church first-time commentator, Duodeca.
And I'm also new to the commentary. I am Jeff DeRev. You might have heard me last night during the Open Dungeon Seed.
Just a heart container in the bonk rocks. As shown by Shady Force. And we get a bloomerang from our uncle, as Cool Papa Bell shows us. And a lamp in Sahasrala's closet as Fear Agent picks that up.
Well, I guess we can say Dark Ribs as far as he's concerned.
Yeah. Oh, and a bow in Secret Passage. Man, this is turning out to be a really nice seed. I did not see what was on Lumberjack. It was probably in a bottle in Sanctuary. Okay.
Yeah, I did not see that either. Though we are going to get our check at Bonk Rocks because somebody picked up boots, so everybody's got those.
Bonk Rocks had a heart container. Just 10 arrows in the mushroom spot. Shady Force is going to say no to that.
The drop down only gives us red rupees. Bush crab with only arrows, and we're going to get another look at what was on that ledge.
Just 50 rupees. Probably not going to be coming back for that.
Most likely not. Still doesn't eliminate the possibility of an Agaseed.
That is very true, and with that lamp, 2 more swords, that could put that dream into a reality. Because we always want to see the very rare yet oh so amazing Agaped seed.
It will be interesting to see if we get that.
Okay, blind set. We get 6 bombs, Quake, and a Bloopy. But we have 1 more chest in the back. And just 10 arrows.
And getting that Quake medallion now means that we have a 33.3% chance of that being the medallion requirement for either Misery Mire or Turtle Rock.
Assuming we need them, because all 3 of our pendants are going to be in the Dark World, as according to our tracker, which says that there are 3 crystals in the Light World. I believe there was a 5 and 6 on Desert Palace. By the way, shoutouts to our trackers today, Jinxie Girl and Velody. Be sure to give them a follow. And we're gonna
holding a sword.
Yeah, you're not gonna come. Oh, and a glove from the bottle vendor.
Complaints there. However, Cool Papa is dipping into the shop to grab some bombs as he's short on those.
And we have Ether in the well. But yeah, so there was a 5-6 crystal on Desert. Or sorry, no, Chad is pointing out that it's Eastern Palace, which is the 5-6. You can see how less I pay attention when I'm commentating as opposed to when I'm tracking.
That does tend to happen, especially when you get 4 restreamers going.
Cool Papa Bell. going to pick up his ether.
And Shady Force checking the race game, which he will not be sticking around for as it's just a red rupee. The library also had a bundle of rupees, which nobody will be bothering for that. And back of escape for Shady Force here, so we'll see what's back there. We got 3 checks coming up. Nothing quite useful there except for maybe some little pocket change. Might help with Zora later.
Yeah, I mean, Zora right with that glove is in logic, but is it really worth it?
9 times out of 10, not really. Mainly, the main thing to go up there for would be Zora's Ledge and the Waterfall Cave.
Yeah, but we don't even have flippers yet, so those aren't even considered in logic. Shady Force going to pick up his bow, and Goomba will be picking up his boomerang and bow as well.
And I think Fear Agent is making his play for Dark Cross. Which only gives us a piece of love.
Shep, we did see the green 20, which is the boots. I did not catch where that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure there either. I think I might have missed that one as well. I think we're... And Fear Agent is going to the South Shore checks, and he's going to open up the dam for us, while Shady Force is checking the front half of Escape.
Cool Papa Bell also doing the same thing, checking the dam. Oh, a hook shot.
Come in handy to give us access to East Death Mountain.
East Death Mountain and definitely a lot more mobility. Albeit the boots already give us that. And we're going to be getting our mini Moldorm cave check.
Cool Papa there had a little bit of trouble with the mini Mordorms as he's going in that cave.
We have a heart container, a piece of heart, another piece of heart, 10 arrows, and a second bottle. Not really a whole lot worth it.
And that second bottle had a bee in it from what I looked like, and the back of Escape in Zelda's cage was just a bundle of bottles as Shady Force takes a death wart.
I mean, I would love a bundle of bottles. Just get that bug net, and then you'll be able to have a few more safeties. Cool Papa Bell going to check out the Ice Rod Cave. It's one of those more isolated checks.
Emphasis on ice, as Fear Agent is just right on his heels with that one.
Yeah, it's one of those more isolated checks that, you know, runners tend to put off, and more often than not, especially in my cases, I usually end up finding very important progression in there. So I've made sure that in my seeds, I always check there before I do anything else.
And Cool Papa doing a water walk state, and nothing but rupees on the floating island there in Lake Hylia, and looks like we're going to be getting the hobo check.
Yeah, just a big 20 on Lake Hylia Island. I mean, most of our stuff was in Kakariko. Hobo just giving us a big 20.
And the waterfall cave for Fear Agent did. The fairy actually was spitting out green potions today. I did not see what was actually in the chests, as I was more focused on Cool Papa there for a second.
Shady Force going to pick up his lamp in the back of Sahasrala's closet. Shady Force trying to do a spin speed glitch, but accidentally jumps off.
I believe he is going to be making his play into Easter Palace. Be a first look inside there today.
Eastern is a crystal, and it's also full clearable. So with that lamp and that bow, there's no reason why you shouldn't just go and clear it right now. And it's also a crystal as well, so there's one more thing you can add to the tally.
And I do believe we did say it was a 5/6 crystal, so it is 1/2 of the requirements for the Pyramid Fairy.
That is true. It is a 5/6 crystal. First chest has the cannonball chest has the compass.
It would be nice here for the runners to see the big key before they get to the big chest. That means that they would not have to come back for it.
Well, they don't have to worry about coming back for it because everything in this dungeon is in logic. Map is in the vanilla map chest. And Fear Agent is doing front of escape.
Shady kind of missing that second Stalfos Knight there that popped up.
And there's the big key in the compass chest. And there's the bomb host, so that's all 3 medallions. So I don't think it really matters what medallion we need for Meyer and Turtle Rock.
It's true. That is one great find right there.
Yeah, you're not really going to say no to a bomb host medallion, and especially if we get flippers and Titan's mitts. And hopefully, in addition, we find that Moon Pearl. We have full access to Ice Palace, which, as a viewer and as a commentator, we want to see them go into Ice Palace.
Most definitely. As Shady Force goes into the Annie Fairy room, just picking up some rupees there in that chest.
Actually, wait, no, I forgot. You need the hammer. Chat wishing for the pearl on the pyramid. First seed I ever did. That's where the Moon Pearl was. So yeah, kind of interesting. I hope we see that because that would be very trollish if for the seed to do that, and also would continue the trend of Professor Renderer rolling these really bad seeds.
Indeed, but we can guarantee that there is one place that the Moon Pearl cannot be. Since all of the pendants are in the dark world, it cannot be on the ped.
That is true. Well, to be fair, even if one pendant is in the dark world, then that means the pedestal is dead in terms of Moon Pearl.
And Shady Force demonstrating excellent execution on the Armos Knights and picking up a mail upgrade.
Mail upgrade in our first crystal at 14 minutes and 25 seconds in. And Cool Papa Bell right behind him. About to pick up his mail upgrade and first crystal.
Fear Agent and Goomba are neck and neck, mere seconds apart, going through the Staphos room.
Fear Agent and Goomba both picking up their Bombos medallions.
Cool Papa now making his play for the back half of Escape. But we already know it's not very helpful. Shady Force also just picked up his hook shot and is now doing his South Shore checks.
Kind of surprised that he decided to do Eastern Palace before doing South Shore. Usually I would find it more convenient to just exhaust my overworld checks first before doing dungeons, but these runners tend to have their routing planned in mind way before races even start. Shady Force is going to pick up his second bottle in the mini Moldorm cave. And with that glove and lamp, I think we're going to be likely seeing an old man rescue play here from Cool Papa Bell.
I would tend to agree, as long as he stops getting electrocuted by those electrified Goomba things.
I don't remember they're called choo-choos, maybe? I don't know. I have knowledge on Zelda enemies, but yet those are the one, and chat confirming that I am correct. Goomba also finishing up Eastern Palace, and Fear Agent as well. Just a big 20 from the old man.
So just basically giving up a little gas money for the escort.
The thing, I always find it very funny when the old man has an item, especially if the item is a sword. Because it really makes you think, well, couldn't he have just defended himself? 50 rupees up on Spectacle Rock. Probably not going to be getting that, at least intentionally. And another 50 inside. And Goomba is...
And we're about to see our looks into Paradox Cave. 7 checks here, I do believe. Pretty item dense, so hopefully we'll find something very interesting.
Yeah, usually I would be surprised if you don't find something of importance in Paradox Cave. Big 20 star and the single arrow of destiny. And now let's take a look at the top 5. Goomba missing that switch on his first attempt, but gets it the second. There's the mirror.
That will come
10 arrows and some bombs.
And a red mail.
Red mail and the shovel. Man, Paradox Cave having all the items. Having all the items today. Yeah, and a fetch quest. That's also a good point.
Ah, yes, because we could route in the grove later on and see what's hiding in there.
Yeah. The ideal thing for us as viewers is we want to see another fetch quest item on there. Preferably maybe the mushroom. our tracker of Velity saying that
And the Moon Pearl in Spiral Cave. That is Dark World functionality.
Yeah, you're not really going to complain about a Moon Pearl. That does mean that Aga is officially dead. So we probably will not be seeing any of our runners going up to Castle Tower.
Well, I don't expect that play either, but I do expect them to go into Tower of Hera here pretty soon.
Yeah, Tower of Hera is another nice play. It's a very nice and simple dungeon, provided that Trolldorm decides to not wreck you. And chat pointing out that Ice Palace is our 5/6, and Turtle Rock and Misery Mire are pendants. I did not see what that green pendant was. Oh, Thieves Town was our green pendant. But those medallions probably won't be coming into good use, as the 2 medallion locked dungeons are find a shield in the map chest of Tower of Hera. And Cool Papa Bell is going to pull off a...
Ah, yes, the ever popular Hera Pot. One of the more difficult things to pull off in the game.
Shady Force is going to pick up his Moon Pearl. And Fear Agent as well. There's a book in the compass chest. So,
And Goomba takes a
possibly?
And Trolldorm stores another one on Goomba as he's got to go back up again.
Ooh, Goomba taking a fall. And bring the center hole too.
Yeah, I was just about to mention, not any fall, but the center hole fall, so he's really got to climb.
Chat pointing out that Hammer can't be on Pyramid Fairy because Ice Palace is our other 5/6 crystal.
Goomba abandoning the Tower of Hera play, and he's going back south. It looks like he might be going for a Gina.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by this play because Tower of Hera, like, it's a crystal and you could easily just clear it right now. So I don't see why you would not just suck up the death and just take the clear. All right, so there, unless the map is in the basement, so I do believe there is an item in the first floor. And Velody pointing out there is a hammer on the desert ledge, which that is in logic because we now have that book. Ether Tablet just having 3 bombs, so probably not going to be going back for that.
And I believe Goomba is going to go ahead and take care of what he can of desert and possibly grab that hammer and then go back up to Moldorm to take care of Trolldorm in an easier fashion, as that hammer damage only takes 2 hits to kill that Trolldorm.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be... Yeah, it's hard to tell who made the better call here. The people that went up to Hera or Goomba who desert and figure out that the hammer was there early, except Cool Papa Bell just figured that out right this minute.
And Fear Agent using an excellent tactic of keeping that sword extended to prevent himself from falling as he takes down Moldorm.
Shady Force also picking up the Tower of Hera crystal. And Goomba now going to pick up his hammer. Shayforce doing a save and quit after he figures out that the ether tablet is garbage. And oh, that's a flute on the torch.
That will definitely help with maneuverability in the light world.
That flute doesn't tell us anything, though, because we don't have Titan's mitts, so we can't get into Mire right now.
No, but we can check the closet and checkerboard.
No, we can't. We don't have Titan's mitts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's that one rec that requires a Titan's mitt.
Goomba going to take on the Land Molus. Going to use some hammer strats. 1 down, 2 to go. And there's the second one. And there's the third. And just a blue from the Land Molus as Goomba picks up his second crystal.
Now, Goomba will most likely go back up to Tower Hera and clear out Moldorm, whereas the rest of everybody else will probably go straight to the Dark World after they clear Desert.
Yeah, yeah, we do have that hammer, so we can get to the Dark World, along with that glove. Chat predicting that Goomba will be deferring Tower of Hera until his last crystal.
That is definitely an interesting routing choice. I think we're going to get our first look at the not-so-hype cave.
And to start off, we get 10 arrows in the Hype Cave. A cave? Oh, right, Smith. And I would give that a 7 out of 10 personally.
Okay,
Titan's mitts and a cape.
Yeah, the cape and the Titan's mitt, that was pretty hype there. So now we can route in the Mire Closet and checkerboard.
Yeah, and we can also see what we need for Mire. However, be able to clear Mire because we don't have the Cane of Samaria. And for all we know, the Cane of Samaria might not even be required for this seed, as both Mire and TR are pendants. And for all we know, the GT Big Key might not be on right, may be on left side.
And Goomba there did the Bombo's tab check, which was only some rupees.
Yeah, so both tablets are not being anything productive. Stumpy is going to give us our Tempered Sword. I actually did not see where Goomba got that Master Sword.
Neither did I, but now he has bacon, and the Fetch Quest with the shovel only presents red rupees as well.
Cool Papa Bell going to go into the Dark World as Shady Force picks up his third crystal, and Fear Agent also picking up his third right behind him.
And Goomba going into Cave 45, which just has a piece of love, which he is not going to bother wasting his time for.
Cool Papa Bell is going to be picking up his cape and Titan's mitts in just a moment.
Shovel Bank comes for Goomba as he's getting ready to make up his village outcast checks, which I intend he's going to route in Thieves Town with that as well.
And we did see a progressive sword in Agina, so Fear Age is going to be picking up his Master Sword now. What are we going to find here, Goomba? A lot of digs just for 3 bombs, of which Goomba is going to say no to those.
And I believe his next play is going to be to return the Dwarven Smith back to his home.
Yeah, you have the mirror, so why not just do Smith's Chain right now? Except he's probably going to be doing his Village of Outcast checks in addition. So we get to see what the brewery is, what the C-shaped house, what the chess game is. Brewery just being a big 20.
So basically a refund.
In essence. And we are going to see Hammer.
Nice use of that item dash there.
And 100 rupees in Hammerpeg Cave. Gonna say no to that. Or not. No, that's a 300.
He decided to go back for that because he realized that he needed the money for Zora.
Honestly, yeah, I would say yes to a 300. If it's a 300 and it's easily accessible, then yeah, I would pick it up. Heart container, more specifically the Sanctuary heart container from the Smiths, named appropriately so because you get that heart container in the Sanctuary and it also refills your health. Only a heart container in the game to do so.
Indeed it is. And now we are doing the purple chest return.
Goomba forgetting that you can't run with the purple chest.
You can leave it behind at the door, collecting it on the way back out after we see what's in the C-shaped house, which is another piece of love.
Well, it's a full piece of love, so... And the chest game is going to be giving us 3 more bombs. And Cool Papa Bell is also going to be saying yes to that 300.
Goomba going inside Thieves Town. I do believe he's just going to be doing the first 4 and then dipping back out, as this is the Green Pendant Dungeon.
That is true. And Chad also pointing out that flippers could be on pedestal. Yes, they can be. That would be very evil for that to be the case.
I have seen some strange things with this game.
As have I. Chad wondering if they're going to dip into Skullwoods. I don't know if they would dip into Skullwoods right at this point because they don't have the fire rod. So Mothula is pretty much in the back of, is pretty much not at the forefront of their thoughts right now. And we get to hear the Highland National Anthem from Cool Papa Bell and Goomba. So get your 07s in chat.
And Goomba did dip out of Thieves Town after getting the first 4, so once he activates this flute here, he will be scored straight down and turning that purple chest in, I do believe. And he's just giving away money, so not much help there.
And it looks like Gooba's going to be making a play for Pod.
Meanwhile, Cool Papa now doing his first 4 checks in Thieves Town, as is Shady Force.
And Pod is a crystal, so no reason you shouldn't just go and do it right now.
And if I'm not much mistaken, it is a full clear.
Yeah, it is a full clear, so there really isn't much reason you shouldn't just go and do it right now.
And who knows, we might find something along the way, as it is a pretty item-dense dungeon.
Yeah, it's definitely a hot spot. There's 5 items in there, and you can full clear right now. And Goomba attempting a hover, and he decides, no thank you.
I have seen some pretty interesting hover strats lately, especially one the other night.
Yeah, as a tracker, you usually don't pay attention to the strats of these runners. You only just pay attention to what they get. So I probably never saw that hover last night.
And we do have a skull wood play by Cool Papa.
Yeah, very interesting that he's making this play now, because there's not a guarantee that there's going to be a fire rod in here, unless Guava Bell decides to do commentary curse, in which case I hate myself. Chat pointing out that we did get flippers. I did not see where those were. I assume they were in pod.
I missed them myself because I was focused on Cool Papa, because I know he didn't get them.
Oh, what we needed for Go Mode? We need a fire rod and flippers for Go Mode.
Indeed, that is correct. The fire rod and the flippers are Go Mode at this point. Harmless Hellway with the big key and pod.
Yeah, Cool Papa Bell. I'm surprised. So every single runner except Cool Papa is in pod. Cool Papa Bell is making his way out, and I assume he's going to be going to pod as well.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Actually, he's going to make a check for Bumper Ledge. Just a piece of heart, so not going to be going back. Samaria could be required for the seed only if the GT Big Key is on right side.
Graveyard Ledge coming up here for Cool Papa. So he's going to be doing the dark graveyard checks, basically.
And speaking of, there's the flippers in Graveyard Ledge.
Which means Cool Papa only needs the Fire Rod for go mode. He is one item away from go mode. And we're at the 40-minute and 35-second mark for that.
Yeah, this was really fast. What does QS mean? QS means quick swap. Which means you will not be seeing a lot of people going into their menus during the duration of... I keep cutting out for some reason, and I don't know why. It is because Discord is being annoying.
Unfortunately, that can happen sometimes. And Goomba is making his play almost there to fight Helmasaur.
Yeah, definitely would make sense to just do it right now. There really is no reason to not last location this or put this off.
And Shady Force demonstrating an excellent use of the Hammer Yump glitch.
I did not see that hammer yump at all.
It was picture perfect. It was beautiful. "17 hits with the hammer to take care of that mask, and it is off, and pretty soon that Helmasaur will die.
And Helmasaur King is dead. And what will... And did we get the dungeon items in here? Oh, there's the ice rod. Not the rod we are looking for, but that could put Turtle Rock into perspective.
Although it is a pendant dungeon, does it mean we might not have to go in there? We could still have to go in there just for progression?
Yeah. Fire Rod is required for Turtle Rock, assuming that a small key is not on right side. And Goomba is going to give us our Myrshid checks. And using some mirror deletion, we find a big 20 and silver arrows.
Silvers. Gotta love silvers. That's gonna make the Ganon fight a lot easier.
Yeah, and I was hoping that we would get to see some silverless fights. Silvers at this caliber runner, silver with these caliber runners, especially the two on the bottom row, not exactly what you... And Goomba is saying no to Buttersword. I actually find that kind of interesting.
As do I. I think I would have picked it up, just for the sake of argument. But for all the runners that play, the Buttersword is in the checkerboard cave.
Yeah, so we'll see who decides to pick who picks that sword up. I imagine that not very many runners will pick that up if they're going to be looking to save time. And
I do believe
Shady Force and Fear Age are both getting their pod crystal. Goomba going to give us our Super Bunny Cave check.
And I do believe you are right as far as them saving some time, not bothering to pick up that Buttersword. I do believe he is fairly confident with cooking with bacon.
Yeah, most runners of this caliber are very much content with finishing with Tempered Sword over gold. I did not see what was in Super Bunny Cave. If you weren't paying attention, then it probably means it was trash.
It wasn't really useful. I believe it was just a red rupee and a set of bombs.
Melody making a joke that Goomba skipped the... Oh, we have a fire shield, or the magical shield in Hookshot Cave. And let's see if Fear Agent decides to pick up this gold sword. Fear Agent says no.
He's like, nope, I'm good.
To be fair, Fear Agent and Goomba are both like top tier runners, with Fear Agent being the founder of the ALTTP League, which is going to be starting up in the very near future.
I do believe that league starts up this coming Sunday.
Yes, it definitely is. Will you be there for the reveal stream?
As long as I'm not at work.
Because I probably will be, because Catfish has given us a big 20. I probably will be, because being a college student, there's not really much else to do aside from schoolwork.
I unfortunately work in retail, so it's hit or miss for me, as Goomba does go back up to do the double dip into Tower of Hair to clear out that troll dorm.
Yeah, that's definitely going to lose him a lot of time, just from having to go back into Tower of Hair when he could have very easily cleared it on the first go.
Meanwhile, Fear Agent dipped into Ice Palace while we weren't looking.
And Goomba is also going to be checking our Spike Cave. And let us see what we have. Do we have our Go mode?
No, we do not.
Samaria right now would be the most hilariously best thing to find, because that means they have to go into either Mire or Turtle Rock, and judging by item density, they're probably going to go for Turtle Rock, because Turtle Rock has a lot more items compared to the 2 in Mire.
Fear Agent setting up for this bomb jump in this fire rod room here. I mean, this fire roller room.
Gets it first try. At this, however, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. However, I would be surprised if he didn't get it first try. Cool Papa Bell also going to be going for Helmasaur and gets the kill. And this will be his 4th crystal.
Meanwhile, Fear Agent with an excellent execution of a spin attack on those sliding enemy things. I'm not sure what they're called.
Pengators?
Okay, we'll go with it.
Just a compass.
And setting up for another bomb jump.
J-Force picking up his magical shield.
Meanwhile, Cool Papa now making his entrance into Ice Palace. He is hot on the trails of Fear Agent.
I do not believe anyone has done Zora question in chat.
No, we have not went up to Zora yet. The only thing up there that we have seen is the waterfall the waterfall cave.
Yeah, maybe Zora could have our Go mode item. I don't know. Zora is one of those chicks that runners tend to last location, just because, you know, you have to get the money for it, but assuming that the rupee hordes are, like, in very sparse locations, you're gonna probably be putting that check off for a while, and possibly Zora Ledge as well.
And the fire rod is in Ice Palace. Fear Agent just picked it up at the 50-minute mark.
Yep, all Fear Agent needs to do is go to Graveyard Ledge, and he will be in Go mode.
Speaking of the flippers, Goomba picking up his flippers.
Cool Papa Bell is going to be finding himself in go mode in Ice Palace in due time. And he's definitely not going to have trouble clearing it, as will Fear Agent.
However, I think Goomba is going straight to Swamp Palace.
Yeah, Swamp Palace is a fine play as well. 6 items. But we know for a fact that we're not going to be finding any progression in Swamp Palace because the progression is in Ice Palace and Graveyard Ledge.
The most Goomba's going to get out of here, if anything useful, is that crystal at the end of the dungeon. Meanwhile, Fear Agent taking on Argus.
And by Argus, you mean Cold Stare.
Oh, right, you are.
Okay. So with that on Cold Stare, that means this dungeon was logically Samaria locked. So we probably will be finding Canis Samaria in due time, which means that the GT Big Key could be on right side.
I have to apologize for that mistaken on Cold Stare. I was thinking of the Swamp Palace play over here by Goomba, so that kind of stuck in my head there for a second.
For all we know, the Canis Samaria could be right here in Swamp Palace, and Shady Force picks up his flippers.
As does Fear Agent, and he is in go mode at 52 minutes and 5 seconds.
According to our tracker, Fear Agent doesn't have flippers.
I could have swore he just picked them up.
That could have been someone else, so please be right side GT. No, what we want to see is tile room for the GT Big Key. Although, to be fair, my guess will not be that. And we are also very far off from that time.
And I apologize. I do believe my eyes were playing tricks on me that time.
Tile room, but most people will leave that for chess 22. If you decide to check tile room third, then you are a madman. And Goomba pulling the diver down glitch, using a bomb.
A cool Papa clearing out Ice Palace, but I did not see him grab the fire rod.
No, he did grab the fire rod. So, Cool Papa Bell is now officially in go mode at 53 minutes and 53 seconds.
Alrighty then, so this should be interesting. Yeah, I didn't actually physically see him pick it up, and it hadn't lit up on the tracker yet on my end. So
I saw it in the top left corner of his screen.
Ah, okay.
Well, okay, yes, we are in go mode, but it's not logical go mode. And there's the Canis Samaria on Argus. So now that's all in logic. So, did Goomba... Oh yeah, Goomba did not go to Ice Palace, but Goomba will be in logical go mode after he finishes Ice Palace.
Indeed he will be, so it might have been a smart play for him to go to Swamp first and then Ice Palace. We'll see how the routing goes after this.
Yeah, I would usually hit up Swamp Palace first, because Swamp Palace definitely is the more item dense of the locations. So you're definitely not going to complain about that. Goomba going to go and pick up check out Lake Hylia Island, but we just know it's a big 20. Except he wasn't going to do that at all. He was just going to go to Ice Palace and make me look like a fool.
Fear Agent clearing out Mothula, which just drops a bundle of rupees for 300.
Shady Force pulling down the Diver Down glitch as well.
Fear Agent only needs to clear out Swamp Palace and he will pick up his last crystal.
Well, Fear Agent does not have the flippers yet, so he still needs to go up to Graveyard Ledge.
So for him, his go mode is the flippers, but how long will it take him to find them?
Yeah, he may less location it, and it wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, he might route this side after this. Yeah, Fear Agent is going to be getting those flippers in due time because he just went to check Bumper Ledge, so he's now going to be going over to Graveyard.
He should have those within the next 30 seconds.
Goomba going to be pulling the Icebreaker glitch to get Vanilla Big Key.
Meanwhile, Shady Force taking out Argus at Swamp, so he'll be getting that crystal. And Cool Papa looks like he's hot on the trails there. We'll be back there in probably about 3 minutes.
And at 56 minutes and 55 seconds, Fear Agent is in go mode. Well, okay, not logical go mode, but he is in go mode.
Once he completes that Swamp Palace, that will put him in full logic once again.
Yes. But to be fair, logic is merely just a suggestion for these runners.
Indeed it is, as Cool Papa sets up the diver down in Swamp Palace.
Cool Papa Bell about to go and face Argus.
Making short work of what I call the popcorn with that bacon sword.
And Cool Papa Bell taking down Argus and is now in logical go mode at 58 minutes and 44 seconds in as he picks up his 6th crystal.
Goomba going back up to Skull Woods, I do believe. And while all the runners have exhausted most of the checks that we have already seen here, let's give a big shout out to all of our runners today, and make sure you give those guys a follow. I'm sure they will appreciate it.
Yeah, and shout outs to our trackers as well, Validate92 and Jinxie Girl.
Yes, they are doing a phenomenal job tracking for us today. Please be sure to give those a shout out and follow as well.
Yes, because we all need to follow each other during these unprecedented times.
And of course, us lovely commentators, we would appreciate some follows as well.
Shady Forest going to be taking on Cold Stare. I am tempted to just now turn on voice activity.
And Fear Agent almost done with Argus here as he makes short work of the popcorn. And it's dead.
And Fear Agent is now in go mode at 1 hour and 50 seconds. And that's also his last crystal. So I think it's time that we all play a little game.
Yes, our favorite guessing game of the entire game. Where is the big key?
Yes, there are 22 locations in the Ganon's Tower basement where the big key could be. Jeff, what is your guess?
21.
Interesting. So you're going to the one before Tile Room.
Yes, sir.
I'm seeing a lot of numbers in chat. A lot of 14s. But for the regulars here, they all should know what my guess is.
I have a feeling you're guessing Tile Room.
My pick is always 15.
Interesting choice.
Because if you go full left side, it's vanilla.
And who doesn't love vanilla?
I mean, I love to see anything vanilla in this game because it just shows just how much more inferior. Cerulean? No.
Your agent gets ready to open that door. Goomba is mere seconds behind him. This is a race.
Yep, and as soon as Fear Agent enters that door, guesses are locked. And guesses are locked, so now let's go and see what Fear Agent decides to do. And Fear Agent is going right side. So let's see what's in Hope Room. Number 1 is the small key, and is the compass. And and he's going to be going full right.
Interesting play.
Well, he's going to be skipping Tile Room. But remember, we will be basing the big key off of Fear Agent. Yes, Tile Room is the dream, but for me, the dream is vanilla.
And Goomba taking the same routing choice. Like I said, Goomba is hot on the trails here.
Goomba is also doing right side as well, which I find interesting. Check number 3, Big 20. Check number 4, Piece of Heart. Check number 5, another Big 20. And check number 6, just some bombs.
And Cool Papa Bell now also entering in GT and going right side.
And now Fear Agent is going left side. And check number 7 is the map. I highly doubt any runner would pick that up unless they had never played vanilla in their life.
I wouldn't even do it. I've been playing this game since the day it came out.
Check number 8, Big 20. Check number 9, 300 rupees. Check number 10 is a small key. And check number 11 is 10 arrows. We are 51%. We are 50% of the way through the chest. Check number 12 is another piece of heart, which gives Fear Agent a health refill.
And Shady Force now joining us in GT. So that is all 4 runners of our restream in GT.
Nice boomerang strats from Fear Agent as we go to check number 13, I believe.
I believe you are correct.
It's hard to pay attention when there are 4 runners. I don't have 4 pairs of eyes.
Big
Check number
key.
13 is the big key.
Number 13. He is going straight upstairs. So is Goomba.
So shout out to Morguy84 for correctly guessing 13. As well as T. Joel.
They will most definitely get to share bragging rights for the remainder of the seed.
Yes. Your prize today is I don't know. Free internet points. Who cares?
Goomba and Fear Agent neck and neck. It is merely down to execution at this point.
Yeah, of the 2 right now, Goomba's execution is definitely superior. That doesn't mean Fear Agent isn't good too. Fear Agent himself being an excellent runner.
I have a feeling between these two, it will come down to the Ganon fight itself.
Yeah, a fall from Ganon could dictate who is first among our restream.
Then again, it could also come down to the execution of Aga 2, depending on how tricky he decides to be today.
And Chad also pointing out our top row of restream runners had not picked up the silver. So this is going to be interesting.
So for those 2 runners, it's going to be spin attacks only, and if I'm not much mistaken, it's 12 spins per phase.
That is true, except for it is well, it's 12 spins for phase 4. You can just do normal slashes for all the others. If you're doing a Master Sword, then it's a bit different. And Fear Agent attempting a hover,
And
he gets it, but that did cost him a little bit of time as Goomba pulls ahead. And now, let's do some Agonometry 101. Nice double.
Agent only getting a single out of that.
And Goomba getting a single as well, so that's 3 hits so far. And a double, so 5.
Fear Agent with a single there.
And there's Goomba's Aga 2 fight down. So now all he has to do is fight the big pig.
Fear Agent is right on his heels as he just knocks out Aga 2, and it is now time to play Stick the Pig.
And Cool Papa Bell is also on their tail as well, and so will Shady Force in due time. And we will be getting ready to make some pork skewers in just a moment.
Yes, my favorite, the pig roast.
Goomba not pulling off that torch glitch, and gets, was that 3 or was that 4? But anyway, get your GGs in chat for Goomba.
Swords up for Goomba as he's going to clock in with an official time of...
What? And Goomba finishes with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 49 seconds. And Fear Agent.
Your overall winner today is Goride with a time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 49 seconds.
And Fear Agent going to finish second place on our restream, fourth place overall with a time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 8 seconds.
And second place overall goes to Orange with an overall time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 55 seconds. Just mere seconds away from our first place runner. Cool Papa Bell taking a fall there, so he's got to go out and go at it again.
And we have Fear Agent in the commentary room. GG's, Fear.
Hey,
GG's, welcome to the room.
GG's. I wouldn't be surprised to find out if I entered GT first and Goomba just beat me in execution.
Yeah, you entered GT first, and then Goomba just overpowered you in execution.
Yep, that doesn't surprise me. I played terribly.
Yep, we have Goomba now in the room. GG's.
Hey, GG.
Swords up for Shady Force as Shady Force is getting ready to clock in his official time. I'll have that for you here to show an overall 1 hour, 13 minutes, 26 seconds for fifth place.
And we just had another finish. P-Train finishing in 6th with a time of 1 hour, 14 minutes flat. Cool Papa Bell onto his Ganon fight, down to phase 3. But yeah, so how are you guys' feelings on the seed? What do you feel you could have done better? That sort of thing. I don't know.
Graveyard
This is my
List is
first time
stupid.
commentating. Yeah, I can definitely agree with you on that.
I don't know. I
It's
didn't
not
find it
all I
that
thought.
stupid. I mean, like, did you? I'm taking it you sequence broke ice, right?
No, Fire was my go mode.
Oh, okay. Flippers were my go mode, so I went and did Skullwoods and then just hopped over to Graveyard Ledge. So
Yeah, I didn't have a Fire Rod, so I never really had any reason to be over there.
did you full clear ice, or did you? I mean, did you go swamp first, or did you go ice first?
I did Swamp first, so I had gained for Icebreaker.
Oh, I see.
To be perfectly honest, we were hoping that you would go into Ice Palace early, but that was not really the case.
I would have fake flippered into Ice Palace if I had the Cane of Samaria, but I did not, so I didn't.
I I found so many times where you're like waiting for Cane of Samaria and then you don't get it or it's in ice. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And Samaria definitely reeks.
And I didn't want to wait for it because we had both Meyer and Turtle Rock as pendants. So for all I knew, Samaria was in GT or somewhere stupid.
I mean,
so.
yeah. But
And-
still, I'm not gonna do it before flippers without Kane, because I'll feel really silly full clearing Kaneless ice.
Get
With
your
flippers
GGs
end up being my
in
go mode.
chat for Cool Papa Bell as he finishes with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour 15 minutes and 56 seconds. I almost said that wrong.
Indeed, you did. Be quite a feat if you did it in 1 minute, but not possible. And clocking in 8th place overall is SEJ with an official time of 1 hour 16 minutes 21 seconds.
I just need to learn play better. I think that's about it.
That's true.
I just need to learn to go to Graveyard Ledge when it has items, apparently.
I mean, you finished 3rd place, 2 minutes behind. I wouldn't. It's not like a
I mean,
huge
yeah,
defeat.
I don't really feel that bad. I think my route was good, but, I mean... Evidently, I didn't skip enough. That's just how these races go, though.
Did you do Death Mountain?
Yeah,
Dark Death Mountain, I mean.
I did.
Did you do Smith Chain?
Yes. I started Dark World at Hype Cave. The plan was to like go west and mirror and activate my flute and then flute to pod, but then I got the mitts, so I did Smith Chain and Village Outcast as well while I was there.
That's what I did. I just did all the way to Village Outcast to activate my flute, and then went pod, then ice. Or no, my area, then ice, and was in Flipper Go mode. So I went and finished Skullwoods, and then got my flippers.
Yeah, I did. After pod, I did Mire area, Dark Death Mountain. Then I did Pyramid Catfish, and then check Graveyard Ledge after that. And then I did Swampy Twice.
All right, and 2 more runners have just finished with an overall time of 1 hour 18 minutes and 3 seconds. Data Plate comes in, and Scarlet, she will clock in at 10th with an overall time of 1 hour 18 minutes and 9 seconds.
And we welcome in Shay Force. GG's.
Hey, thank you very much. GG's, guys.
GG's.
GG.
I thought I was doing well in that race. I thought I routed it fairly well, but...
No matter where
Cheered a
Gooba
little.
finishes,
What's your world?
Gooba always sounds depressed after these races.
I always sound like this.
That's true. That's true. That's what I'm saying. No matter where you place, you could never tell if Goomba won a race or lost a race when he's in his interview.
I'm not really sure I sound depressed so much, it's just monotone.
It's this big sigh. It's the GG's. That's the one part that gets me.
And Mobile Card clocking in with an overall time of 1 hour 19 minutes 22 seconds for an overall place of 11th.
All right, so considering the fact that we have Fear Agent in the chat, ALTTP League starts in 10 days. Care to release any more information on that?
Nope. Sunday is the reveal stream on Speed Gaming, on the main Speed Gaming channel at noon Eastern. All the information we found out there. Everything. Who's in the Invitational, all the 54, I think, open teams, the schedules, the website will be live. Sunday.
Yes, so if you're definitely interested, make sure to be there. I know for a fact that I surely will. Because the other day, Drossi and I were joking about how I would be taking the tracking title from Dark Diplomat for this season.
Man, yeah. I don't know if anybody could take the tracking title from Dark Diplomat. That guy tracked an insane amount of games.
Yeah, well, I've been tracking an insane amount of games here on Speed Gaming. I wouldn't be surprised if I take that from him.
I mean, if you're gonna come for the king, you better not miss. Here's a piece of information. There will be a new champion in this season. The Team Awesome is no more. There's a bit of news, I guess.
Now's our time to shine, I guess.
Yeah, they've been like the bane of your existence as far as league goes. Have they knocked you out both years?
Yep.
So put your money on the last locationers.
Yeah,
Yep.
spoilers, we're back.
And we have 2 more finishes. We have Leviticus finishing in 12th place with a time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, 1 second, and Gan's Gone Wild finishing at 13th with a time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 53 seconds.
And GGW's got to be embarrassed right now. All right, well, I'm going to go eat lunch. Thanks for the restream. That was fun.
It is always our pleasure. All right, so do any of y'all have any other comments about this seed?
Graveyard Ledge is stupid. I think I said that already, though.
You did.
Graveyard Ledge is stupid, I'll agree.
Did anyone do early ice in this race? Like go into ice panels without the flippers? Or
Spear did, apparently. I did not.
Yeah, I considered it, but not having Samari, I didn't really want to.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. I definitely would have, though, if I had Samaria, because, like, I'm gonna have to do Eyes anyway, and with Samaria, it doesn't really get any faster, so may as well.
I can see that nobody did Thieves Town. I'm guessing just did the front 4.
Yeah, I just did the front. Never did the front of Skullwoods, never did Meyer, back of Thieves Town, that's about it.
Man, I messed up fake flippering with, the Ancilla delete fake flipper after Catfish, so I wasted a bunch of time there and didn't even check the Zora items in the end.
Yeah, I didn't bother, because I was only missing 2 items, one of which was the flippers. I was like, well, what are the odds the fire odds here, not in Swamp, right? Then it was an ice, of course, because it's always an ice.
I was thinking and secretly in the back of my mind hoping that it was going to be one of those funny seats where you go to GT without Samaria and you're praying for the good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we as viewers hope for. We want you guys to suffer.
I think I've had 1 seed ever where I went to GT without Samaria. Samaria was required for the big key and also was not in GT, so I had to go look for it.
Oh,
It had to happen
jeez.
exactly 1 time. But
One
it
time
really
for me
doesn't
as
come
well.
up often.
But like, having said that, I've had to do that 2, maybe 3 times with boots, having to leave and find the boots though. So you'd think
Yeah.
that would be less likely, but apparently not.
Forgotten to pay clocking in at an overall time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, 25 seconds for his 14th place finish, which will leave Rev with coming in overall last.
GG to all of our runners. GG to Cool Hulk Bell, 2282, Shady Force Goomba, and Fear Agent.
And a big shout out to our trackers this evening, doing a wonderful job tracking for all of us.
Yeah, and a big shout out to my creator, Jeff Duraff. This was my first time commentating. I'm not a first timer on Speed. I'm a regular tracker. This was definitely enjoyable for my first time.
Indeed it was, as this was only my second time coming, since I actually did it last night while you were tracking last night. This is actually quite fun, but for everybody watching us on Twitch, make sure to follow all of our runners commentators and trackers, and we will be seeing you guys again soon. I do believe we are scheduled for tomorrow night, 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time for a PED seed.
That we are. And thank you guys all very much for watching. Be sure to follow us on Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6 and our foreign language channel as well. Social media, YouTube, Speed Gaming channel, all that stuff. Thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow for the last daily race of this week.
Until then, be sure to take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.